Good rainy, soggy afternoon, San Carlos. So the rain has started, and I'm going to be real stupid or real brave. I guess it depends on whose interpretation you're taking. And take the van to go grab some supplies at the Save More with the last of my credit card, because they accept credit cards, and I'd rather not be trapped for 2 or 3 days without food, because I'm sure we're going to lose power for at least a few days. So, sorry about that. Just want to fix the windows and the mirrors, I mean, so at least I can see people if and when it's going to be an issue. Turn the front defroster on because it works, unlike my friend's truck, and he paid a small fortune for his. Windshield wipers work, as you can see. I'll definitely be posting this little video as a van in the move, showing all these subsystems working for if I have to list her for sale. I'm going to drive real slow and avoid every big puddle I possibly can, just because I've learned my lesson from last time. I don't want to be pushing it again. But no, it's been one of those things. I had a horrible morning there. I woke up a little bit later, noon, which is great for me. I slept well. I had a really wonderful, interesting dream too. I had rewritten a script for Married with Children for a reopening show, but it was a little different than it had been. I don't remember what the original last opening was for that show, like how it closed its series out. But yeah, so I had rewritten that and then a new one of a reopening, so it's kind of fun. Didn't want to actually wake up from it, but then it ended and it was time to wake up. So, but no, I'm like I said, prepped for the hurricane, cyclone. So it should be interesting to see how that goes. Now, obviously the car has to warm up a bit for the defroster to work 100% the way I'd like it to, but it's definitely better than it was with the tinted window. I can still see a lot more. One of the irritations of this vehicle, and it's just not this vehicle particularly, but it's a lot of them over here, is the turn signals are on the opposite side of North American cars. So the shifter we would use in North America for our windshield wipers and other auxiliaries is normally on the passenger side, with your turn signals being on your driver's side, so you can drive with one hand and do everything. Well, here it's the exact opposite. So your windshield wiper controls are on your driver's side, your left-hand side. So to signal, you do actually have to take your hands off the wheel. And you also got to pay attention to moron drivers, because they're in abundance over here. Like that guy running out into traffic like that just to get ahead, with 9 people coming out of a hospital on a tricycle, right? So just that kind of tomfoolery. That's why you do have to always be really alert over here. I mean, you can text and drive, I guess, if there's no crime against it, but it's not wise, just because of the stupid people you're encountering on a day-to-day basis on the roads. So we're almost where I wiped out because of the puddles, so I'm taking a different turn to take a long way into that same grocery store that I go to, the Save More, just so that this way I can avoid that gigantic puddle, because I'm sure it's because of their wonderful flood maintenance program that has been rife with fraud and such, from people taking money to get jobs done and then just not doing them. As no one will notice, except for the fact that when it rains, which it does a lot here, the floods don't go away. So, but they've been caught. They just no arrests or convictions. Obviously, it's sort of part of why they were protesting so much earlier in the month. But not going to put that on this channel. What happens is some of the stores will close early today. They're under a Category 5 now warning. I guess when it hit landfall over on the island beside us, it did some serious hoo-ha. And we had a small little 5 on the Richter scale earthquake around 3 a.m. yesterday in the morning, or last night, I didn't feel it, and I was awake dealing with stuff for the West. I deliberately, spammed and advertised on dozens and dozens and dozens of Facebook pages related to my industry back home. giving people till the 15th or 16th of November to see how much interest there is before I start, requiring deposits and planning the actual trip back. But, after this morning too, it's one of these things where I'm just always arguing about the stupidest things here with people, and it's like, why are we arguing? It's like arguing with someone about wiping their ass. Now, obviously, they don't wipe here, they use a bidet, and they do have clean asses, so it's not really the same. But, like this guy, I have the green light, and yet he's popping on out. Ridiculous. That's fine. So it is what it is. So the horn just worked there too. So everything works. The back wiper needs a blade itself, but the squirter works. And I haven't fixed the inside front squirter. Sorry, I haven't fixed the front squirter because it right now has a small hole in the line that makes it squirt a little bit under the dash, which there's not that much electronics for, but there's enough that I didn't want to risk frying anything by it constantly pouring liquid in there or rusting things out. That's the other thing, right? So right now we're driving by the big market here, and it's open. I could go in there and grab vegetables if I had physical cash, and it'd be cheaper than the grocery store and better vegetables. And I really wanted to get vegetables because they'll last without a reef a lot longer than other foods, but they don't eat vegetables here, so it'll just be me eating salads. And I don't know if salads is the most productive way to feed myself if we're power outaging for a long time. So part of the original plan was just to go up to the mountain where Mom has chickens and stuff and can cook on a fire if the power stays out for a long period of time. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe she'll be angry with me and not let me come. I don't know. If so, I'll just sit and plug away at my own stuff. Now, one of the things I did want to buy is a small inverter at this Unitop store. So I'm tempted to go there, but I'm sure it's going to be more expensive than I want to pay. And all I really want to do is charge a laptop. So at least then I could keep working on those kinds of things. Were I to lose power for a long period of time, I could keep charging the laptop just by turning on the car for a little bit, doing what I do. And as you see, I am not the only wise one here. There's 0 parking at the local Save More, or on the street of the Save More. So let's see what we can do here. Is this gonna let me park? Is there a spot? There sure is. So I'm gonna hug this pole. As much as I can. Good thing about not hood is you can just hug right up on some poor motherfucker. And away you go. So now I've locked the vehicle up because even though there's 0 to steal in here, maybe that bandana or something, they will steal it. Street kids mostly. So yeah, so we're now at the Save More. I got my little grocery bag, so to speak. Sorry about the finger in the view there. Alrighty then. So we are now out and about. Okay, yeah, I got lots of room there. As you see, I almost got too much room. Probably could have skirted in a little bit more, but oh well. It's one of those days I just don't really care. See the flood here? That should drain, but it's not. And all it would have taken was them to cut a little groove here to pour it onto the street. But you can take a 5-year engineering course over here and they don't teach you none of that stuff. Just crazy. Just crazy. Now the green trikes are for going out of town to the north, and the yellow are for going out of town to the south. So it is what it is. Hey buddy, how are you? So oh, it's being used. Don't worry about it. It's okay. So here's the Save More, and as you can see, lots of things to look at. I don't have a helmet today because I didn't take the motorbike, so that's one less thing for me to worry about. And all of the guys here know me in the bakery, in the butcher shop, because I'm a quasi-regular. Alrighty then. So, I'd like to buy one of those, but they're just so overpriced. I think it's like 20 pesos per down at the market. Once again, though, the market requires cash. Sometimes they have pre-cooked noodles here. They don't today. Oh, they do. So I'll take a package. They're like, oh, overpriced today, because they know the storm's here. I'll just buy ramens and cook them myself. So I'm going to grab a few orange juices, because that's sort of my go-to when I'm not drinking booze. And do they have the... They do not. Sometimes they have the Strawberry Royale in big containers. And I like to take those when I can. I like that juice better, even though it's got 2 carcinogens in it. The way I see it now, I'm not as strict about what I'm eating regarding that kind of stuff all the time. I mean, some things I am. I still don't eat cheese whiz, one chemical away from plastic. But, you got whole big bags of rice. You can buy rice on the street in my neighborhood, so I'm not really focused on that. We don't need anything from these aisles. Oh, sorry, Mom. Cutting people off. Some of us have manners still, of course, and say sorry and please and all of those things, but it is what it is. So I'll get some mushrooms, because I'm definitely going to make another chili. Because, hey, you know, it's chili. It goes good on rice. And I can sell it when it's raining and cold out as a cold food. See, what bothers me is, maybe I should go see if they have frozen vegetables here finally. I don't normally buy them because I'm in a long trip of... they got lots and lots of junk food and candies and things like that. So it's definitely a sweet tooth haven. Yeah, let's see what mixed vegetable. See what they got. So when people say it's third world and they don't have supplies, that's them just being haters. Because as you see, there's lots of supplies. Pretty small bag compared to what I get in Gensan for the same price, if not bigger. Where was it packaged is the big question. Oh, locally, I can handle that. That's not so bad. That's not like, you know, the packaged in China stuff. So the rest of this frozen stuff isn't really any good to me. I have some seafood. Price drop on some of these. I just eat these cans like this, but I'll also buy bread here to add bread to it. Probably grab a package of soy sauce. Get some cheap stuff. Hey, friend. So anyways, this is the noodle aisle. And this kind of gives you an idea of the price points. These are in pesos for a little cup of noodles. You're looking at about 80 cents Canadian, maybe 50 cents American. Not that bad. These are bigger than normal Mr. Noodles. And they've got the normal sizes too. A lot of spicy stuff because they'll mix it with like rotten vegetables and such, and then you don't taste the rotten vegetables and such. So yeah. The way I see it, I can boil water on an exhaust pipe if I had to. Or I can just crunch them up and eat them dry like I do sometimes in Canada. Now, I have a thing of sauce still for, well, you know, I'm going to have pasta for lunch. Eat the rest of my pasta sauce up. And this is their juice aisle. I see the Royale. I'm not going to buy beers because there's not much point. I'll get her one blue juice in case she decides she's going to drink and be cool. Their version of cereal. I want to get something the baby can just snack on that's not super toxic. Like, this might be the closest we're going to get to something like Cheerios made with real honey. Just some finger food for her. I mean, she's eating breast milk still, so it's not like, you know. I don't know how our diaper stash is. I should probably grab a small bundle because if we're going to be powerless for 2 weeks. Now, a place like this may or may not have a backup power generator. Yeah, I don't know until I guess the power goes out and I have to worry about it. Well, it looks like those ones over there were by far the cheapest. So, $30 pieces. For 32. This is 46. We'll go this one. I think by math, it appears to be the cheapest option. So you saw there the price points that you're seeing on diapers and the sizes, and they have adult diapers if you're an old person. And that background rattle you're hearing, folks, is the actual rain coming down outside. It's coming down nice and difficult, nice and hard. Speaking of hard. But, yeah, so they've got, oh, there's some little baby. Is that baby cereal? It's like a Rice Krispie, I guess. She does like strawberries.
Requesting to selling personal track lane. To selling personal track lane now, please.
These are the closest to Sun Chips that they carry over here. They're not bad. Like back home, half the bag is air. It keeps it fresh. Oh, that's a junk food aisle. So I think this is it. I mean, I really didn't get much useful foods. I got some Mr. Noodles. I got some baby cereal. I got beverages. Huh. What else should I even get in here? Maybe more chips, just because they can be eaten on the go. Oh, okay. Is there any heating required? Pringles coming in around 114, same size as back home. Trying to think what I need for chili, and I just don't think I need anything else. So this is your bug sprays and baby stuff and shampoos, but the bug stuff is pretty valuable. Now I brought real strong stuff from Canada with me, but both containers seem to be lost. I think one's in the mail, but that package is taking like 4 months to get here. Oh, my cart's fucked. Toothpaste is hard. I'm an Arm & Hammer guy, and I did finally find it here. 186.2. Oh, sorry, little one. Oh yeah, I want to get a hot sauce. I wonder where I will find this plain hot sauce. Maybe over here I'll find something. Sriracha. Got lots of normal ketchup. I got their ketchup. Oh, there's some sriracha. Sweet chili sauce. Hey, I wonder if I'll find plum sauce all of a sudden here. No, of course not. And now I'm going to grab 2 or 3 pork chops just to have them as a snack. Make that go with my pasta today. Come home alone, they'll live in the cooler for a while. Oh, so thin. Hey friends, how are you? So that's a bone in the middle. I guess I'll take this guy and this guy.
10.
This one and this one.
Two only, sir. Two only.
Yeah. They're so thin. I like them thicker cut, but I don't really see anything else that's thick cut.
Like 3.
Sure. So today they actually have ground beef, which is nice. They do grind it here, but as you see from the white, all that white is them using leg meat, things like that. So it's full of filler. And it's $357, or you get $400 for pure beef, like roast or steak cut, ground up down at the. Thanks, friend.
Yes, sir.
Down at the outdoor market, which is where I get my burger for burger. So I'm looking at chicken here, just because I know she cooked up what was last. And to have some chicken, well, there's fresh chickens all over the place. Yeah, no gizzards today. That's fine. I have half bag gizzards still at home. And maybe some grapes, even though I was already here. Oh! 200 and change for some grapes, so no. Apples are pretty expensive here too, unfortunately. The 4-pack is going to come to $113. Okay. It's good to have some fruit. Obviously, I've got a wonky cart. Ice cream selections. They got a pretty decent little collection of ice creams normally, and I just don't have a refrigerator to keep them anymore, so I don't. But as people know who know me from back home, I am a big ice cream fan. It's high up on my list of foods. The UBE flavor, it's like a purple flavor, it is ridiculously tasty. I know that all of my kids back home would love that, but there's no way really for me to do it. They don't have these cake flavors. Ah, here they are. So they're $2.75, but they're like premium, awesome flavors. The strawberry cheesecake is ridiculously good. The tiramisu, really good. This is local booze selection too, by the way. You get your different kinds of Smirnoff, and it's at premium price. I don't carry Smirnoff because I still think it's worth the extra. I carry a Russian vodka, which I think is just as good. The Jose Cuervo, I wish I had found it here before I bought the other stuff I got, which is an actual local brand. Because remember, these guys were colonized by Spaniards, so they do actually do a little bit of the local. So that gives you an idea. All those things on that second shelf are their brands. I'm gonna grab a Tanduay Select bottle. Well, I think it's a second cash though, so I'm gonna get stuck paying twice, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Cute little outfits that they wear for being the shopping staff. So I haven't seen a single other Westerner here today. They're all hiding at home, I'm assuming. But the Filipinos know better. They've been through these events before and realized if you don't shop now, you might not get to shop for the next 2 weeks. So I take advantage of the wisdom that's been shared to stock up. But yeah, so we're at 27 minutes now. People ask me to show my out and about videos so they could see things, see how it is here. As you see, this is a normal grocery store. You have the same kind of crap anywhere in the West. So when people say, oh, it's third world, there's not stuff here, that's not accurate. So it is one of those things where you can shop here. Now, they don't have spices. They don't have a lot of canned goods, as I've expressed before, but it's one of those things where, you know, you can travel, and like I said, the big city that I have to go to, yeah, it takes 3 hours, but it's less than 100 kilometers away. It just takes that long because of the way the roads are here. And when I say the way they are, it's not so much about potholes, it's just about curves and turns and other bad drivers. Like, one of the things that a lot of Westerners have to get used to if they do come over and start driving is the other bad drivers. So, but yeah, so it is what it is. I'm gonna let this one go at this stage now. I'll close the video off. So like, follow, subscribe. If you like these Jimmy out and about, the Captain out and about videos, I'll try and do those on the Monday, Tuesdays I'm off and not tied to the house. So just say in the comments if this is what you're looking for. You like seeing the prices of items, the selections that they've got, you know what I mean? So it's no sweat to do these kinds of videos. You guys moving? Yeah, okay, I'm taking your spot. So anyways, so yeah, this is me in a nutshell. A day in the life of the captain before the storm. Like, follow, subscribe. I'm working on hitting that bell. Some people have written me, told me it doesn't work. I don't know why. I did ask, but I haven't found an answer yet. So hopefully I'll get it fixed, and then you can hit the bell to be notified whenever videos come out. Have yourself a great day, y'all. I'm going to try to.